Hello class, in this video we're going to break down a student sample of the informal writing. So as you know, this is a timed writing. It's the same format as that initial writing exam that we did and a similar format to the final exam for this class. So the purpose here is for you to be able to prepare as best you can for the final exam and also to demonstrate that you can use some of these writing basics that we're talking about throughout the semester. Creating a solid thesis, organizing thoughts into paragraphs, creating an organized structure from paragraph to paragraph, from idea to idea. So this is a pretty good student example, and we're going to talk through some of its structure, how it's put together, so that you can use those insights when you yourself are writing. What is wealth? When people hear the word wealthy, they immediately think of money, but you can be wealthy in other things. There's a paragraph break after this. We probably want another couple sentences in a more fully developed thesis paragraph, but this is a good start because it expresses a clear idea that the writer is going to address in the following paragraphs. As you know, the traditional thesis format is the roadmap thesis, where you say 3 unconventional ways to be wealthy are X, Y, and Z. And then X, Y, and Z become your body paragraphs. There are other ways to do it, but that's the most straightforward 5-paragraph way to execute the thesis. Okay, and so if we move on into the first body paragraph, you can be wealthy in respect and skills combined, which gives you friends and love. So that's a solid topic sentence for this paragraph. As a reader, I expect to see something about actions, skills that are practiced that give people friends. Let's see if it plays out. Here's the rest of the paragraph. Someone with these skills is my track coach, John. He has so many qualities and skills. He has also been a basketball ref, a public speaker, and a youth group leader. These skills and actions have given him many friends and good relationships and happy times. You can't be considered wealthy if you don't have more than just money. So that is pretty effective. It fulfills the expectations that I had as the reader after I read the topic sentence. And it has a little concluding sentence as well. You can't be considered wealthy if you don't have more than just money, wraps up the main ideas, and clearly connects to the topic sentence. Next paragraph. Think of an opposite example. There are many wealthy athletes in the United States, but from my point of view, they may not be as wealthy as John. And so here, this writer is almost doing kind of a counter-argument. They're also doing kind of an example by showing the opposite in a way. So here we're going to have something that is probably familiar to us, right? Money doesn't buy happiness. I'm going to expect to see some version of that as the reader. So let's see what the rest of the paragraph says. Maybe they got their money by being wealthy in skill, but not friends. Some pros lose years practicing and playing and do not have the chance to build strong networks like John has. Then there are some college students who sacrifice a lot to go to the pros to get wealthy in money, but if they don't make it, they find that they aren't as rich as they thought. End of paragraph. Conclusion. Many people don't even need money since they have their friends, family, and loved ones beside them all the way. So that conclusion feels like a conclusion. It does wrap up the ideas presented in this short piece. I'd probably like to see something 2 to 3 sentences at least in the wrap-up. But again, you're going to be writing in an informal way under some time pressure. So the first thing you want to do is try to get an introduction, 2 to 3 body paragraphs, and a short conclusion. So this essay is a good example because it has a clear structure and it has a clear idea that it's expressing. The thesis expresses this first idea. The first paragraph explains what the writer means when they define wealth. And the second body paragraph shows the opposite case, demonstrating that people may sacrifice for monetary wealth and then lose other ways of being wealthy. So this is a coherent thing. All the ideas are related to the same big idea, and they move through the paragraphs and through the essay in a coherent way, and then finally they're wrapped up with a conclusion that feels like a conclusion, that signals to the reader that this is the end, and that also is relevant and summarizes the main idea. Those are some qualities that you're going to want to shoot for as you write an informal timed essay.